Well, as we all know, we've been talking about on Sunup a lot. It was really, really dry in September. So, Daryl, we did get some rain. So how does wheat pasture look?
Well, certainly we're running behind. Some of the early planted wheat was planted dry, but we've gotten some rain in October, and a lot of that wheat is coming up and moving pretty rapidly now. So I think we're going to have some wheat pasture. It's going to be a little bit late. It's probably going to be Thanksgiving before we have wheat pasture ready, so probably a month later than usual, but it's coming, and it's coming up pretty fast right now.
So has the rain impacted feeder cattle markets at all?
It really has. There's nothing like a rain in the southern plains this time of year to put some money back in the cattle market. So with the dry conditions we had in September, we started to see a lot of pressure on these calf markets. But with the rains we've had, again, wheat pasture hopes revive, stocker production, and so the demand has picked back up, and we've actually seen these markets strengthen a little bit in the last couple of weeks.
So, the chilly weather in the mornings is here, but it's just kind of feels it's not too much longer before it starts getting really cold. Got some hay piled up next right here, but so how's the hay and feed situation?
Well, Oklahoma producers should be prepared for higher feed costs this winter, and so there's some challenges in terms of managing that. Hay prices are up this year. We didn't really experience the drought much like much of the rest of the West, but because of those conditions in other parts of the country, hay prices have strengthened significantly. So that cost is higher this year. Not only that, but because crop markets have been stronger this year, corn and soybean markets, then our supplement feed costs are also higher this year. So all of the sort of co-product feeds that we often use for supplements, whether it's cottonseed meal or distiller's grains or corn gluten feed, those kinds of products are all more expensive this year. So we're going to have to be prepared for that.
We did, while it was dry in September, we did have a really good growing season for the summer. And so producers were able to, if they were able to stockpile some really good forage. Now, how can producers manage that high feed cost though going into the winter?
Well, again, if you plan ahead a little bit, hopefully you do have some stockpile forage and you can utilize that so you just won't need to feed as much hay. To the extent that you're going to be feeding hay, particularly if you're going to be needing to buy hay, there's some things that can really help you. One would be to test the hay so you know exactly what you're getting nutritionally. Weigh the hay. We often buy hay and sell hay on a per bale basis, but bales vary quite a bit in weight. So know what you're getting, know what you're paying for this stuff, and then do your nutritional homework on the cattle that you're feeding, whether it's cows or some other class of animals. Know what they need, and figure out what your hay has got in it nutritionally, and balance it accordingly, and then utilize supplement as needed to finish that out. And so there's ways to be more efficient. The other thing about round bales in particular is feeding. It's easy to feed round bales, but if you're not careful, it's also easy to waste a lot of hay. And so, some careful management on feeding can help reduce wastage and reduce that winter feed cost.
All righty, Daryl. Dr. Daryl Peel, Livestock Marketing Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.